Roger Mogul here, Fit Body Boot Camp. Today we're going to talk about furniture sliders. In our boot camp, we do various exercises. If you've been coming, if you're not familiar, we're going to go over some things you can do with these. What we're really going to talk to you about today is the improvement that myself and Holly have made to the normal slider. We usually use these round ones that have hardly any padding on them, and it's a porous surface, so that when you sweat or put your feet on them, do the different exercises, sweat, bacteria, everything grows in there. They start to stink, or even if they don't start to stink, it's not a great surface because it is porous. Okay. The big improvement we've made is we found these sliders that are oval, so that you can put your forearms on them, and I'm about to show you some of the exercises you can do. And we added a surface to it. It's antimicrobial, so it doesn't grow any bacteria on it. It's easy to clean, wipe clean. It's a non-porous surface, obviously, and it's shock absorbent, so it's going to take some of the pressure off your hands and your joints and everything. Okay, so real quick, I'm just going to go through. I'm going to start off, if you are level 1 beginner, some exercises you can do with these if you've never worked out before in your life. Okay, and then we're going to go all the way up to somebody that's been working out that needs to really crank up the intensity and show you how versatile these are and how you can take it as far as you want to. Okay, as a beginner, some of you in boot camp, when we use these, you're on your knees and you're sliding out with one arm and coming back. Okay, this would be level 1, and then some of you are even just doing it like this at your level. Okay, you're still getting some good resistance, very low impact, very easy on the joints. Okay, obviously you can go really intense, step it up, go all the way out on your feet. Okay, just various exercises you can do. We do some where you just slide them out. You do push-ups with them. Put your forearms on them. The cool thing is when you put your forearms on them and you lock it in, is the twisting action you can get. It's really a good core work. And with every exercise you do with the sliders, you're going to be working your core. So everybody talks about, how do I work my stomach muscles? Everything you do when you're working any other muscles, you're going to be working your core. Okay? Alright, now we know that we can put our feet on them and do mountain climbers. Kind of level 1 right here, but some people can't do this, so we modify it for them. You can even put your knees on it if you're really a beginner, and do the same thing from plank position, or even just do a tuck. And you're still working your core, getting some resistance, and getting your heart rate up at the same time. Very low impact again. So there's all different levels can use these. Okay, you can do stuff while you're standing, 1 foot on the slider, you're doing a lunge, powering up, lunge, powering up, pressing through this heel, really getting it going. Obviously, I didn't even show you some of the advanced moves like hikes, tucks, alligator crawls, or seal crawls, whatever you want to call them, forward and backwards. Again, everything can be modified to your fitness levels. We have follow-along videos for you already. And then the next step, after you've mastered doing a lot of these exercises, you'll never run out of ideas that you can do with just the sliders. But we added one other element to it. We added a 5-pound plate to each slider. So now, when I do anything like I did before, reaching out with one arm, when I pull it back, I'm getting a lot more resistance because I got a 5-pound plate. We call this Fluid Resistance Exercise, FRX. Okay? Well, if I put my feet on here and do mountain climbers, now you're talking about cranking it up to a whole nother level. Okay? It's a lot more intense. Tucks. It's a lot more intense than just doing them regular. Also, again, whenever I do lunges or any movement with the resistance added, I'm getting a lot more core work, dragging that weight back. Okay? You can go even as far as adding a 25-pound plate, what I've added to just one slider, and now we're talking about taking the intensity up to where anybody can get some serious resistance into their slider workout. Okay? This is not just your normal workout. So we can go from level 1 beginner all the way up to using a 25-pound plate. I can put my feet on it. Like especially for tucks, pikes, I'm getting a lot more intensity in my core. And then if you're doing alligator crawls with this one, drag around all this resistance. So it's cranking up the resistance, still low impact. That's why we call it fluid resistance exercise. FRX sliders. You can get a pair of these from us for only $19.95 with the new and improved surface, antimicrobial and cushion added to it. Okay? If you went to Lowe's, you'd spend about 12 bucks and you wouldn't have that surface on there. And then all you gotta do is buy these from us and follow along to our workouts on YouTube. See you next time. We're going to come up with a really awesome workout progressing you through all the different levels of using these sliders.